So sorry, I just got this new setup and everything, new mic and new streaming. So now I'm getting an echo on my mic and I hear myself talking. That's throwing me off. One second.
Bound only by frozen memories. It's fine. Racing all these broken dreams. Design the characters, which is, you're going to love how this looks. But he didn't
'cause I am happy on this island. Wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave. I'm in a tropic club.
Basically, by the looks of it, was not blanking, but everything was just blanking out, and that was the cause of the problem. So I'll show you basically what it looks like.
I've come from far away. Take me home, back to yesterday. With you, I wanna stay. Hold my heart, keep my love contained. Came so close to being there. My hopes are looking up, but can't see that far when I sleep without your touch. I know it's not right, but the night is calling. The night's calling me. I don't wanna fight, and my city's drifting away. I know it's not right. The night is calling, the night's calling me. I don't wanna fight, my city's drifting away. Take me home with you. I'm in between. I can't decide what you would do to me. My heart is lost without you next to me. We have to start, but the night is calling. The night's calling me. I don't wanna fight, and my city's drifting away.
Testing. How's this?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, first let me mute this stuff right here. Alright, so once again, this time without the mic muted. Anyways. So basically, let me start back over from the beginning again. Basically what my problem has been is that I've been trying to get a save file going. Man, that I've just like spent all that time talking, I didn't realize the mic was just the mic was muted and just kind of like totally threw me off. All right, so basically what I've been doing is trying to create a save file for Bind Game. Basically what I wanted is like the person goes to the character select screen and character options screen and then go through and they like pick, well, you know, what they want for the jacket, coat, and all that other kind of good stuff. Except I've been noticing that it's only been saving bits and pieces. It's not saving the entire options. So going into here, and I think I kind of figured out what the problem was. So basically, if you'll look over here, you see how this white line is basically the execution path. This basically describes how you know, the script blueprint or whatever you have, whatever function, the order that it runs in. So basically it starts here with like a on selection changed. There could be other different events that you can have it trigger, and then it goes through following this path, this flow. And right now I have it going through all these different setting these variables, or the values to these variables. Gender, hairstyle, hair color, hat color, glasses color. And I have these print strings coming from off of them. So basically what these print strings, this does is it helps you troubleshoot problems with your blueprint. As you can see right now, I have print to screen check, print to log. So basically, whenever I run the game or do something with it, you'll see the text up here at the top left-hand corner, and then you'll see it down here in the log down here at the bottom, you know, where my mouse is now. You can basically set the duration of how long the text basically shows up here. So basically, for like, you can set it for like 30 seconds. So when the functionality or the program or the script hits this spot, it's going to basically print whatever value was supposed to be here into this, and it'll show up on the screen for 30 seconds. Usually I keep it at the default 5, but then I'm just wanting to basically show you like the different options, how you can tweak stuff like that and whatnot. So this print string function will be your friend from here on out whenever you're working with this stuff. So I actually had one viewer and I think I lost him because my mic was muted the entire time. I'm sad now. Anyways, that's what I get. So basically what we got here is we got 1, 2, 3, 4 just running through here. Let me show you basically what it looked like before I changed it like this. Let me go to the tops to pants. It looked like this, which as you can see, whenever someone changed down a top, the only thing that was actually being activated or running was this set variable. I needed all of these to run. So that's the reason why coming back to here, you now see it like this. I have the execution coming into this one little joint node right here, this little part here, and then it's going through and running all this. So in a little bit, you're actually going to see what it kind of looks like. So let's run it, compile it first. We're going to save it. And once again, I apologize for the way this looks. It looks like it's a mess. But after I'm done, I'm gonna like straighten it up a little bit, make it a little neater, you know, or as neat as possible. Before I start, let me tell you what's going on. So basically, this is the blueprint for the gender, hairstyle, hair colors, hats, and classes selection. On the character select screen, you'll see here in a little bit. Whenever someone makes a change to that, what's going to happen is it's going to call this event right here, and it's going to go through, and eventually it's going to set up, basically set everything up, and then it's going to fill the drop down, and yeah, it's going to go through here, and then it's going to be like gender changed. It's going to then fill all these variables in, and then it's going to put it in here in the character options save file with all these other options, and then it's going to hopefully save. Let me put this in here. I gotta put that back the way it is. There you go. All right. So this is basically how you basically save a character, save options, save anything. You'll lose basically. You'll run it through here. You got the load game slot function. You'll choose the name of the save file, and then cast to save character options, which is something you'll set later on, which I'll show you what it looks like here in a little bit. And then, yeah, basically you just run it through that, and then this is where you put all your inputs here, which is, you know, all the variables, the floats, you know, the strings, the floats, or whatever else you want to save in this file. And I'll show you what the file actually looks like when you save it. So let's see. Go through here, and then everything looks cool. Save, and menu, and then so we're gonna run it. See, we got a little hello there. That's good. That's from somewhere else in the blueprint I was like checking out. We'll go in here into settings, and we'll go into character setup, and there's our person. And then I'm going to choose, I want to change the hair style. We're going to go to mini locks. And then as you can see down here, this is all the stuff from the from what I showed you of where the path is basically being run. It's outputting the strings. So I am seeing some blanks, but those are okay because what is going on here, and as you can see, you can also see these will disappear up here a little bit too. Basically what will happen is the reason this is okay is because the hat is unequipped, and this is okay to be blank. That's fine. So I can go in here in a beanie and choose black, and then it'll automatically choose black, and then you can actually see then that's filled in. So long that was no longer unequipped, and then that was filled in with black. So I'm actually starting to see the stuff that I'm needing to see. So that's a good thing. Character save. What I'm not seeing though is a top. Interesting. Oh, that's because that's unequipped as well. T-shirt. Okay. It looks all saved. Let's go back and then go back in and see what it looks like. Okay. So we can go through here. Just a little clipping right there. I'll have to take a look at that later. That's not my main concern. Detail-wise, it is, but I'll take a look at that here in a little bit. Okay. So that is kind of basically what I'm wanting it to do. Black, the character saved. Okay, that's what I want. Red, okay. Character saved. Character saved. Now these are in other blueprints, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But basically, what I'm wanting is the players to be able to, just go crazy with how they want to design their character. So there's there'll be a lot of different options and gear eventually that they'll be able to pick and choose to be able to style the character the way they want it to look like. Short hair. Let's get rid of the. So as you can see, I chose hair again. So that fired off in that blueprint, and you can see all the stuff being changed here. I'm going to get rid of the beanie so you can actually see the hair color. Red. Yeah, short, red. That's what I'm wanting. Casual. Orange. Right there. This right here is where the glasses are being saved. Alright, that's looking good. Alright. But that is not red. I'm sorry, that is pink. I'm going to have to mess with the material. I'm going to have to mess with the colors a little bit here and there. Alright, go ahead and stop this. Done. As you can see, we still see all the stuff here. 30 seconds is a little bit too long, but just for demo purposes, just to show what it looks like. Where am I? Back to the save window. So for now, I'm just going to keep all these print strings. I'm going to keep this the way this looks right here for now. Yeah, definitely. Because basically what I want to see, making sure everything's working the way it should. Okay, so basically this is what a save file looks like for the Unreal. We're going to show in folder, go to saved, go to saved games, and here is the character options. This is what the actual file looks like. Click on it, and you see a bunch of ASCII junk and whatnot, but you can also actually start seeing some strings, some actual stuff you can actually see here, sports yellow accents. So basically this means that our stuff is getting written to a file, and then we're going to be able to eventually pull from this file and put it on our characters when it's ready to render, and it'll be in a game. So good stuff so far. I'm going to close this, go back to here, and then let's work on the next one. Well, you'll actually see how I'm going to be wiring this stuff in. So let's just get to it. Take that off. We're going to set that. First, what we're going to do is we're going to move this out a little bit. And we're going to go here. To move stuff off a node, you can hold the control key, and then you'll see a little hand kind of thing over here, and you'll just drag it off. And then you can either create another node, or you can just click off and then it'll disconnect it. You just can't like drag it and click it off, or you'll get another one of these connection strings. So you'll just have to control, move off, just disconnect. And then we also need to unhook that, unhook that. Click that to there, like that. to there. Unhook. Unhook. That to there. In fact, let's move this down a little bit. There you go. Excuse me. See how many more we gotta go, just 2 more. Pull this back a little bit, pull it down. 2, hook, move. Ugh, such a mess. You have to be very careful. Blueprints are really great to work with, but man, sometimes it gets a little messy sometimes. To create the one single node where they'll all filter through is you pull a line off, let the menu come up, and then all the way down here at the bottom you'll click on Add Reroute Node. There you go. That's how that works. So now you can actually plug all these into into the reroute node here. You can move it here a little bit. So pull that to there. Pull that into there. There you go. And then from this, we will pull that into there. Okay. Okay. And then from the last one, there. Okie dokie. Make sure everything is in. Oh, forgot about the print string. All right. Print string. Pull that into there. Oops, I don't want to. There we go. Have to be very careful also when dealing with blueprints about the pulling and dragging off lines and nodes and whatnot. If you have all this clutter, it can be real pain in the neck. And then I want to also do this, the hairstyle. String. Check to make sure the hairstyle's still being saved, you know. I'm gonna put that into there. This goes down here. But hopefully it works. Alright, we're going to compile, save, and we're going to run it again. Hello. Settings, setup. And then what did I work on this time? I was working on tops and pants and shoes. Alright. Unequip. There we go. So this last one's short, that would be the hairstyle? Really? Oh, that's because I'm not pulling in the defaults yet for the saved. That's what it is. That's what it is. See, I can go into Minilux. There we go. There's the hair. Okay. Top 2 jacket. See, that's the Minilux. Okay. Shoes. No shoes. Sneakers. Yellow. I didn't see a save. Oh, I think we might have run into another break. Let's see what we got here. Shoes and shoe colors. Interesting, I think. Yeah, that's where it's going in. Print string, character options. Why is... Same thing's happening with. Let's see here. Ah, I see. I can't even believe I did not see that. That's what happens when you have like 5 billion things to worry about. You miss the obvious. File. Save. Play. Save settings. Character setup. Boom. There we go. That's better. That's what I want to see. Much better. Okay. Let's go into here. No. Stop. So got hair, got the tops. Let's do the skin color and body parts. Oh, this is good. Oh, there's so many. If you thought the other blueprints looked bad, this is it's gonna be cancer. Let's just unhook all these right now. Man, it's not so bad, you know. But I'm just thinking, like, how it's gonna look. I'm just kind of a neat freak, and this is going to drive me up the wall, but it's necessary just to get it running. After I'm done, I will be going through here and straightening out all the lines and everything, because oh my gosh. Plus, also I was thinking of making all these kind of like the skin color body, the top to hair, instead of having their own event graphs. I was thinking of doing all together at once, maybe. I don't know. Keeping them separate makes things a little easier with troubleshooting and all that kind of good stuff. So I don't know. I may just keep it like it is. So then we're going to move that there. We'll actually just move this here because we're going to have a long line of things. Uh-oh. About to have do an intermission because there's a little angry kitty underneath me who's wanting food, who's wanting his treats. And if you're a cat owner, you know you don't miss treat time. Okay, so we're going to pull off the first one. That's whoa. Wait, so what? I guess because it's kind of like you got to be careful. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to pull off the first one, create our new add route, and we're just going to then plug all of these into here. Yay. This is going to be great. You know, I was first designing, working on this save file. It's kind of like in the back of my mind thinking, you know, is this really gonna work? Should listen to myself back then. Very careful about what you click and drag. Uh-oh. Would you stop? You can't be zoomed all the way out. You have to actually, you know, kind of. There we go. That there. That there. That there. So I'll be I'll have do another session where I actually explain what each of these are doing in detail. Right now I'm just trying to troubleshoot this, trying to get the save file to work right. Print string. There. That there was there. String. There. Can you hear that? That's the that would be the cat. Yep. Hold on. Intermission. I have to. Hold on. Wow. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Ah. Oh no. We have a problem. Oh, I'm sorry. Done goofed. Here. You get them all last night, fatty? Sorry. He's bad. He's bad. He ate all his treats. So now he's mad because we're out. I am probably going to, after this, I'm probably going to end up having to drive to go get treats, or I'm not going to have a peaceful night. Oh, it's so pathetic now. Okay. All right, I will a little bit. Okay. So you can also do, this is a quick way. Already saw that up for you. That's one way of doing it. And then down here, then I want to pull off. Let's see. Let's do this. There. Compile, save, menu, and which ones did I just work on? Skin color, body, got it. Settings, character setup. Okay. Those are just warnings. These right, yeah, these are just warnings. Skin color. Black. Oh, there we go. Yep. See them change that there. Good, good. It's all working. We're just going to change everything to red. There you go. All right. I think I fixed it. Or almost fixed it. There's still plenty to do. All right. So back to third person. Back to the main menu. Go to new game, and we should. What we're going to see is back to the default. Clothing, because I am not pulling from the save file like I'm wanting to when the character is generated. That's later tonight or probably tomorrow. Because I would really like to get in some gaming before I go to bed tonight. But this is good. This is good. So basically, the game modes that are coming up is deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag, search and destroy, duos, trios, squads, co-op. I hope everyone likes it. It's not going to be, you know, like the regular running gun kind of thing. There's going to be swords, there's going to be bows and arrows, there's going to be magic involved. So it's going to be, you know, for us people who like, you know, dredged and, you know, not really good with shooters, but we are really good with sword and shield. So it's gonna be nice. At least I hope everyone will like it. These are basically where you'd be able to pick the different maps and whatnot. So it's like you choose a capture flag, and then you can choose what map you want to play in. You'll create it, and then that will actually create the hosted game, and then everyone would be able to join that game to it. There is work in it for to be able to run it as a dedicated server, but that's way down the line. That actually takes a lot of extra work and extra coding of how the characters and all the other stuff is being networked and handled, and that gets tricky after a while. So stop. And we're gonna file, save all. A little bit, I will be pushing everything into GitHub, which is, if you're starting out, this is something I really recommend you do whenever you're working with your, any kind of software project when you're developing. GitHub's a must-have. Hopefully, if you watch this video, you find it somewhat informative. I will be creating other videos of some of the other stuff I'm doing while I'm working on the game. You're more than welcome to sign up, comment some things you'd like to see me work on. You're more than welcome to just shoot me a message, and then I'll see what I can do. All right? I'm going to take a break for a while.
take care of a cat that has been spoiled and apparently needs its treats. And then after that, I'm going to get in some Black Ops. All right. See you around, everybody.